Hello students, welcome to Crack Grade B. We are providing some important multiple choice questions based upon current affairs from April to August 2021. And this is the part 1 of this series. We will cover some multiple choice question and mostly the question will cover this agriculture and rural development section of your syllabus. Before moving ahead, I would like to inform you that we are providing NABARD Grade A course at ₹2499 and we are covering all these topics in our course. Along with this course, we are also providing 5 ESI and ARD mock tests for phase 1 and phase 2 and 3 descriptive types of test for phase 2. We are providing this test series along with this course in just ₹2499. We have recently launched our app, and with the launching of our app, we are providing 2 ESI plus ARD plus GA mock test free for all new users, and we are also providing test series at ₹499 only. For our paid users, you can register at app and send email to us at crackgradeb@gmail.com for access in app, and we are also working on iOS app and we will launch this app soon. For more updates, you can visit our website, that is www.crackgradeb.com. So friends, what is our first question for today? Recently, the Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare inaugurated the world's second largest refurbished state-of-the-art National Gene Bank at which place? Your options are Pune, Hyderabad, Mumbai, New Delhi or Gurugram. You have to identify the world's second largest refurbished state-of-the-art National Gene Bank is recently launched by our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, inaugurated at which place? Your options are Pune, Hyderabad, Mumbai, New Delhi and Gurgaon. So friends, your answer will be D. Recently, the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare inaugurated the world's second largest refurbished state-of-the-art National Gene Bank at the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resource, Pusa, New Delhi. There are some features of this bank. The refurbished bank will work towards preserving the seeds of the plant genetic resources for future generation. It has the capacity to preserve about 1 million germ plants in the form of seeds. It also seeks to conserve the diversity of indigenous crop in the country. Some more point you can take from here. The genesis and purpose of National Gene Bank can be, actually this gene bank was established in 1996. NGB worked towards preserving the seed plant of genetic resource for future generation. Presently the bank protecting 4.52 lakhs, exception of which 2.6 lakhs are Indian germ plant, and rest have been imported from the other nations. So we can say that we are providing this facility to the other country also. National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resource is meeting the need of in situ and ex situ germ plant conservation through Delhi headquarters and 10 regional stations across India. Primarily, NGV has 4 kinds of facilities. Seed Gene Bank, which works at -18 degrees centigrade. Cryo Gene Bank works at -170 to 196 degrees centigrade. In Vitro Gene Bank, 25 degrees centigrade, and Field Gene Bank. So these facilities help for long-term as medium-term conservation of the indigenous crops, namely cereals, millets, medicinal and aromatic plants, and narcotics, among others. So it was recently launched by our Union Minister at New Delhi. Now the second question, recently which state has announced a separate agriculture budget for the farmers? Your options are, I am talking about the recently, your options are Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Rajasthan or Tamil Nadu. So answer for this is D. Recently Rajasthan has done this exercise. Actually in August 18, 2021, it was news that the exercise for presenting a separate agriculture budget with the emphasis on welfare measures of farmers has started in Rajasthan on 18th of August. What are the key updates? The new document will provide for innovation for the benefit of cultivators. Organic farming would promote in big way. On August 14, Tamil Nadu became the third state after Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh to have separate agriculture budget. Some more information you can take from here is that the tradition of having an exclusive budget for agriculture was started by Karnataka in 2011 and 12. So this is the most important point. The first agriculture budget for separately for farmers was launched by the Karnataka in 2011 or 12. In order to give a focused approach to the sector, then Andhra Pradesh followed in 2013 and 14. Moreover, the states like Telangana, Bihar too had similar plans, but they did not take off due to various legal or technical and reasons. So recently it was done by Rajasthan and first it was done by the Karnataka in 2011 or 12. Okay. Now there are some constitution provision. If you want to know that what is the provision of presenting budget in state, so it's come under Article 2002 of the Constitution. And we also know that this agriculture subject comes under the list second. So both center and state can make law on this agriculture subject. Now, friends, in 2019 exam of NABARD, if you will study the paper of this NABARD 2019, you will see that they have asked question on the small scheme launched by the different states of our country. So by keeping in mind, we have covered some questions on the small scheme which was launched by the small states, like this Dalit Bandhu scheme is related to which one of the following states? Your options are Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Telangana or Maharashtra. This Dalit Bandhu scheme was in news recently. So you have to identify this Dalit Bandhu scheme is related to which one of the following states. So friends, its answer will be D. It is related to the Telangana. What happened exactly in Telangana? CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao said that every Dalit family in the state is entitled for Dalit Bandhu scheme and it will receive an amount of rupees 10 lakh. So why it was in news? Actually, the every Dalit family in the state is entitled for this scheme. It was clearly mentioned by the Telangana CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao. So there is no restriction for it. Every family is eligible for getting rupees 10 lakh even though they are government employee or not. It was clearly said by the Telangana CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao. So this scheme is related to Telangana. Okay. Now the fourth question, nutritive vegetable garden scheme is related to which one of the following state? Your options are Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana or Maharashtra. Nutritive vegetable garden scheme. So friends, answer will be A. Sorry, answer will be B, not A. It is related to Tamil Nadu. So the government of Tamil Nadu will implement the Chief Minister's Nutritive Vegetable Garden scheme to enable women to grow fresh, residue-free vegetables at home to meet their daily needs and for children to learn about the plants. It was recently launched by the MRK Paneer Selvam, stated in the assembly on Saturday that it will be implemented at cost of rupees 95 crore. And the state government funds and contribution of the union government 2 lakh seeds pack including 12 vegetable seeds will be distributed in rural areas at the subsidized rate. So this scheme is related to Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now the fifth question is, the National Institute of Plant Genome Research comes under which one of the following ministry? The National Institute of Plant Genome Research comes under which of the following ministry? So friends, this comes under the Ministry of Science and Technology. How? The National Institute of Plant Research, Genome Research, formerly it was known as the National Center for Plant Genome Research, is an autonomous institution added by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. So this Department of Biotechnology comes under which ministry? It comes under Ministry of Science and Technology. Some other information about this institute is this institute established coincide with the 50th anniversary of India's independence as well as the birth anniversary of Professor Dr. J.C. Bose. And the formal announcement was made on November 30th, 1997. The institute started functioning at 1998. Now the NIPGR is poised to continue towards the frontier areas of plant biology such as the computational biology, genome analysis, molecular mapping, molecular mechanism of abiotic stress response, nutritional genomic, plant development, agriculture, architecture, plant immunity, molecular breeding, transgenic for crop improvement and other emerging areas based on the plant genomics. So this institutes come under the Department of Biotechnology, and this Department of Biotechnology comes under the Ministry of Science. So this institute comes under the Ministry of Science. So friends, this was all from my side today. I will come up with more lectures, more videos, and on the basis of multiple choice question which I have taken from April to August 2021. And this is a part 1. I will soon upload my part 2, and which will be based upon your agriculture and rural development syllabus. So thank you and happy learning.